Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your September 2020 reading. Thanks for joining me. My name's Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Sagittarius, wow, first of all, best cards so far with these readings. Really beautiful energy around you here for September. First of all, we've got you in your element here, whether you're male or female. We've got the Queen of Wands. Not only that, but we've got the lovers around you, so it seems like there's love or maybe choices in love, essentially. We also have you busting out of your shell here with the Pekin Duck, the Sun card in the Arc Tarot. Triumph, bliss, hard work, creating good luck. So it does seem like efforts are being rewarded. So where you have put a lot of your effort towards in the past, say, year or so, or maybe even longer, it feels like something is going to pay off for you, and it's going to pay off with happiness, with joy, with bliss, contentment. It feels like success. It feels like people are beginning to notice you, and it does look like you are creating your own luck here. You're creating your own success. But the universe is also popping in with an assist, if you will, saying here's a reward for your hard work, your effort. So let's have a look here, Sagittarius, because I'm loving the energy so far. And I'm going to be doing this kind of off the cuff, so we'll see what comes out for you in the energies around you for the month of September. Let's see the focus for you. Let's see what your focus is when it comes to the month of September. We have Judgment. All right. Well, Judgment and the Lovers. So it does speak about choice. What kind of judgment? Well, it could be in love, of course, but it doesn't have to be. It can be a number of things. What I'm picking up around this card, you'll notice that it's the Lady of the Lake here, and she's carrying this sword. It's the sword of wisdom. So it's coming about as, well, I'm picking that up as knowledge that you've gained through a trial and error, of course. It feels like a crossroads. It feels like something that is karmic. But I feel like the karmic energy around this is one which is calling you to act for your highest good and for the highest good of other people. So Judgment is a karmic card. It does tell me that there's something important here to be decided when it comes to your life's journey. You have reached this major crossroad, perhaps in at least one area of your life, maybe even more. So it does feel like you have a decision to make, the path that you want to walk at this time. And of course, when we talk about judgment, it is about learning the lessons from the past, cutting out what's no longer needed, that kind of major decluttering, and moving on into the next phase, which appears to be really good for you, because I feel like this is you shrugging off a lot of the trials and tribulations that you've had. So when we look at the Lady of the Lake here, she's of course the Arthurian legend. She's the keeper and protector of the most divine part of our being, our higher self, and that's symbolized by that sword. So there's a feeling here of awakening, growing into a more balanced, whole individual, and awakening to the realization that we are all connected. In presenting you the sword, she is calling you to look at the part that you play in the interconnected energy between us all, appreciate that, and not feel separate, not feel, this feels like a joining. It feels like where there was separation before, something coming back. Now, of course, that could be a love relationship, or it could just be you coming back to be the person that you're always meant to be. It feels larger than like a lover or a love choice here, I have to say. It feels more than that. And when, of course, we're presented with this sword of higher wisdom, when we make that choice, we make the right choice, because it's coming from that higher aspect of ourselves. So a time of profound awakenings, a realization of your higher self and purpose, and being called to rise above, especially when challenged. Beautiful energy there, Sagittarius. Let's see what your advice is. Get a card from the gods, angels, gods and goddesses deck. The advice here for Sagittarius. The angel of communication. Communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. So you may be, again, it could be about love, but I feel it's more than that for a lot of you. I feel that this is connected to your work. You may be asked to communicate something important in your work. You could be someone who is like a public face of your particular company, or you may just be someone who's putting yourself out there, communicating in a way which is public. I do feel that this is about you not being shy. You know, when we look at this Peking duck, he's busting out of his shell here and he's saying, look at me, and he's not afraid. He's not afraid, he's not shy, and telling it like it is, you know, but with that happy, jovial kind of Sagittarian spirit there. So it's not like you're busting out here and being all grumpy. I don't pick that up at all. It's just that you'll be honest, you'll be direct, but you'll also keep that attitude about you, Sagittarius, which seems to, well, it's one of those funny things, isn't it? A Sagittarian, even though we tend to be people who are quite blunt, we do it with love. So people just kind of say, oh, that's Sagittarian, yep, they're telling me the truth. And they don't seem to take it badly, at least not that often, because we do it from a good place. We do it from a place of wanting to help people. We want, as long as we don't kind of get arrogant about it or make it seem like it's we know more or we know better than other people. If we do it from a place of love and wanting the best for other people, I do think that shines, that comes out. So advice, yeah, it is about the need to communicate who we are, communicate what we want to say to people, what we say either individually or to a group in a very clear and direct way, and telling it like it is. You know, be yourself, Sagittarius, and don't be afraid to be yourself. That's the advice here. Let's get a card from the Cat Wisdom Oracle. What is the energy around Sagittarius here for the month of September, please, Spirit Guides? The energy around Sagittarius. Okay, let's take a look. Indulgence, permission to pamper. Oh, what's going on, Sagittarius? It seems like you've got something really, really good going here, where it seems like, well, you know, you're in your happy moment here. I see this cat. He's lounging in this pool. He's on his floaty. He's got his best swimmers on, and he's got his cool shades, and he just seems to be hanging out and enjoying himself. So, you know, permission to enjoy this moment. So it seems like enjoy your success. Whatever's happening here in September, don't feel bad about it. You know? Now, don't let other people make you feel bad for it either. You know, this is hard fought. It's not an easy success. I do feel it's as a result of hard work. So it's time for you. Tender loving care. A time to kick back, enjoy some time for yourself. Maybe take a small vacation here if you can, at least locally if you can't really travel too far. It might have been a while since you fully kicked back or laid back, you know, letting yourself just float here without a care in the world. So it's time to give yourself that permission, especially if you've been stuck or struggling or in some kind of difficult transition in life. So there's a feeling here of needing to stop, needing to take a break. If you're looking for someone else to grant you a break, a vacation, or a sabbatical, you could be waiting a long time. So you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself here. Don't feel that you have to keep going. So there's an energy here of needing to take some time off, or investing in some fun time just for the fun of it with no other agenda. Yeah, very much an energy here of indulging in some rest, relaxation, recreation, restoration. That's what helps refill your cup here, Sagittarius. Now, of course, we don't want to tip into overindulgence here. You don't want to do that. You don't want to revert to any kind of old patterns or habits that don't restore you or just make you feel more drained. No, you don't want to do that. This is about you doing what you want to do, but in a healthy way. It could just be about taking small breaks throughout the day if you can't actually get away, or take an extended period of time off, just to maybe take a little bit of a walk, observe, enjoy nature, listen to some music, joke, whatever kind of small pleasures that come your way. And during this time you can also start planning a longer break as well if you haven't been able to travel for a while, Sagittarius. And I also get a feeling here of helping others indulge their fantasies with you, getting that it feels like other people around you will kind of get a contact high off you, if you will, if you know what I'm saying. So it feels like people around you are enjoying your company. So whoever's around you, lucky enough to be around you in September, it's really good energy there. So let's see who you're dealing with, Sagittarius. Let's get their energy. The energy around the person that Sagittarius is focusing on here in September. The energy around the person. Let's see. We have Queen of the Darkwood Elves. Premonition. Foreshadowing. Mystery. I'm going to get another one. Oh, we've got two there. It's a bit too many, but we'll see what comes out. Okay. Well, I've got this more as your energy, so I feel like the focus, funnily enough, although we've got the lovers here, I feel like it's more about self-love. I have to be honest. I feel that this is all about you, Sagittarius. I don't feel that you'll be focused on anyone in particular in the month of September. Maybe you're taking some time out just to be, maybe you are alone, or maybe you are taking some time out to be alone for a little while. We've got the card of Isa. This is stillness, pause, delicacy. So I do feel like a Four of Swords energy with this, needing to take that time for yourself. It's healing energy. It's restorative energy. We also have oath, promise, pledge, contract. So it could be that it's about who you make a promise to, who you pledge yourself to, a contract. Could be also about marriage. You know, if you're married, it feels like this is a nice energy between the two of you. It feels like a pause in any kind of difficulties. It feels like just enjoying the moment with someone, you know, having fun, not really dealing with anything too stressful is what I'm picking up with whoever you're with at the moment. That's if you are married. Now, if you're someone who's considering marriage, Sagittarius, then I feel that this is you taking some time to think about who you want to pledge or who you want to promise yourself to, really. So contract. And Queen of the Darkwood Elves. Let's see, I'm going to get some energy around that, because that's more about foreshadowing. So let's see. That's the only one there that I'm having trouble connecting with. So let's take a look. Stirring. It's subtle energy. Okay. So when I was talking about interconnected, this feels like that web, if you will. If you look at this card, although it appears to be branches, it feels like branches that are connecting us all. So foreshadowing, something approaching. Okay. It feels a little bit unsettled, to be honest, like a storm cloud, something approaching. It's very potent energy, but it's an impact that is yet to be truly felt and experienced. Okay, so there's a feeling here of making sure that whatever this storm is, because I hate to throw a storm cloud on all this sun, but it seems like there's something here that you need to prepare for in the not too distant future, and you're needing to kind of regain your defenses. So that's maybe the time here to take that pause, to heal, to get yourself in a good psychic, mental, physical state, take care of any kind of unfinished business, gather up your resources and be ready for when something happens here. Now, it doesn't have to be anything bad. It just could be a lot of work headed your way, needing to prepare for that, needing to kind of restore yourself before something else comes along here, which is going to create some kind of more chaotic kind of energy. Now, it is, you're not meant to know what this is. Spirit is saying it's very unexpected energy, something that may take you unaware, but forewarned is forearmed. There's no need to be scared, frightened or anxious, because it tells me that you do have the time to prepare, to grow stronger and meet whatever it is that is coming face on. So whatever this challenge is that's coming up, I don't feel it's going to be too bad for you, Sagittarius, because I do get that remain in the moment, don't be too focused on what is to come, and just enjoy where you are right now, the success that you seem to be having, and make sure that you get yourself healthy, Sagittarius. Really, yeah, it's all kind of a mystery energy around this, to be honest. Okay, and it could just be it could be something good as well. I don't want to scare anyone here. It could be, if you've been single for a long time, then you're just getting yourself prepared to settle down with someone as well. So I'm not saying anything really bad here. It's just that you're preparing for what comes next. That's really all that is, Sagittarius. Let's see, I'm going to pull a card on your focus for the month of September. Your focus, what is the focus here? Especially when it comes to this lover's energy. Let's see what that's about. The focus when it comes to this lover's energy. Okay, we've got behind a mask. Interesting. So with this one, Sagittarius, it's that energy that I was picking up there with the Peking duck, the sun. It's you stepping out from a place of hiding, this mask energy here, in choosing self-acceptance. So this woman wears this mask and it's hiding her identity. So it reveals that your view of yourself in the past may have been depleted in some way, believing that you have to hide who you are, or even pretend to be someone that you're not, comparing yourself to others, feeling like you're always competing and perhaps often losing, in your own mind at least. It's perfectionism, and that perfectionism can create performance anxiety and even cause you to worry about what others think. So worst of all, that current of self-judgment becomes a raging kind of river that pushes your goals away. It's absolutely impossible to attract what is real in your life if you never allow yourself to be the real you. So you have to kind of shed that mask here, shed any kind of false self or what you feel about yourself, no matter how deep that goes. You really have to see your value coming from what you know to be true about yourself, not from others' input. So choosing to relax, letting that mask go, being yourself, accepting yourself as you are, no matter what anyone else may think. It's really about liberating yourself, judgment. When we look at this judgment card, And I was talking about the Lovers there as being more about self-love, self-acceptance, loving who you are. Attracting the right people into your life because you are someone who isn't afraid to be you, isn't afraid to be different. And not worrying about what others think. Who cares what other people may judge you as? If you're being true to yourself, Sagittarius, that's really all you need to focus on moving forward in your life. Very clear energy around that. And let's get one more card here, and then we'll look at a little bit of tarot and then go into the extended reading, guys. So let's take a look at your focus moving forward, Sagittarius. Your focus moving forward. Adventure, innocence, play, discovery. That feels nice as well, especially with that indulgence card. It feels very youthful. It feels like regaining your energy. It feels like getting back to that place where you can let that inner child come out, not be quite so serious, and just enjoy life, enjoy the adventure of life, and not get too bogged down in what's coming next or what's around the corner. Just being you, being who you were, especially before things happen to you. This always reminds me of a key to who you really are. Letting that real you come out, that inner child, that spirit that wants to come out and play. Looking at this duck, he's so happy. Look, he's just jumped out of this shell. He's got his sunflower around his head. He's happy as anything. He's feeling good about himself. And this to me speaks of the key. The key is you feeling good about yourself, not worrying about what anyone else thinks, and just enjoying your life. Not really thinking too much about the future and what comes next. Don't worry about that. Just enjoy life as it is here today, and accepting yourself as someone who shouldn't hide anymore. There's no reason to keep yourself hidden behind this mask, fearing judgment of others. No, this is just knowing who you are, being yourself, and not being afraid to be judged. Because in the end, the only judge that matters is you. And if you're the one here that is judging yourself, then that needs to stop. Absolutely, because that's just going to hold you back here, Sagittarius. So let's see. It's interesting because I'm not really picking up any other energy here, just yours. So let's see what comes out with the tarot. I've got you here at the Nine of Pentacles. Again, that's more of an independent kind of energy there, Sagittarius. Importantly, it is about enjoying that hard work, the efforts of your hard work, rather. It feels like strength. It feels like a time where you're able to kick back and really look at how far you've come and be rewarded again. It feels like turning your back on places where I can kind of get like a spiritual poverty energy around that. I'm seeing this figure in the background with this kind of tree with no leaves, and that feels like a lack of growth. This is turning your back on that, enjoying your success, enjoying the fruits of your labor, and getting ready to fly there with that eagle. It feels like a moment. It doesn't feel like this is where you'll be forever. It just feels like a moment, a pause, looking how far you've come, enjoying the success, and then getting ready for your next adventure here, Sagittarius. So let's see how you're feeling about anyone else here that's in your life. I keep getting Ace of Swords energy for you, and with that Judgment, it just feels like you'll have a choice. You may have a number of choices coming out here because you are kind of in your element. But at the same time, I'm kind of getting from Spirit, you know what? Take your time. Take your time making this choice. So let's see. We've got the Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Let's see. You know, I kind of see this Seven of Swords. If you look at this card, it's this figure, and he's kind of looking back at these people behind him. I see this person here. This could be someone around you. The Four of Pentacles. It could be someone who's a little bit stuck. I feel like this is someone who doesn't see the joy, doesn't really enjoy life at the present time. They're very focused on money as well. They may be very, I get a feeling around this individual a bit like Scrooge. They could be a little bit grumpy, a little bit difficult to deal with. And I feel like this person is approaching, but you're kind of running away from them. With that Seven of Swords there, if you look at this person, he's looking behind at this individual, kind of giving him the side eye, going, I'm not sure about you. So it feels like, Sagittarius, you're kind of running away, giving them that side eye, saying, I'm not sure if I want to be involved with this individual, because they seem to be a little bit, they're kind of raining on your parade there, if you will. You know, this is the person that brings the storm clouds. This could be the approaching person, actually. So this makes a whole lot more sense now, doesn't it, with this premonition? So it seems like you're going to get some kind of approach by this person. You have a premonition that they're coming towards you, but you're not going to be sure about it. You're going to be thinking, don't know if I want to really be involved with this person. They could be someone who's around you at the present time, Sagittarius, that you're not really certain of, is what I'm picking up. Now, with oath, they could, or contract, they could even be asking you to potentially sign some kind of contract. It doesn't have to be marriage. It could be business. This could be a business partner, someone who wants to go into business with you. But again, it could also be love as well, in which case this person seems to be quite, I get them as quite closed off emotionally. So I don't think that you're really going to see a lot of reasons, at least up front, to rush into something with this particular person, whoever that may be in your life there, Sagittarius. So let's see what you like about this connection. Let's take a look. Got the Two of Cups, okay, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Death card in reverse. Okay. You know, it's interesting because looking at these cards, especially with judgment and communication, is definitely a need to be very clear, not to have wires crossed when it comes to expectations or people's expectations of you, Sagittarius. That's important here, because I do get this kind of watery element around you, and I'm trying to see where that's coming from. So there is some kind of emotional element that I am picking up around this. Now, I feel it's from the duck, actually, because taking like a duck to water, right? A water off a duck's back. Okay, so it's coming from the duck. Make sure that whatever partnership you enter into, again, doesn't have to be about love, could be a business partnership. Somebody coming forward here, seeing you being successful, wanting to join forces with you, saying, let's start a business or let's do something, right? Could be that, or it could be an actual love contract. So Sagittarius, it's important to be very connected, not only to that watery element, because I feel that you're going to be attracting a lot of energy towards you, a lot of people towards you, because of how you're looking, how successful you are. So there's a real need to take things from that water level up to the higher mind, and not to react completely from an emotional place. I get this as somewhat needing to be somewhat detached from your emotions when you make a choice, when you make a decision to get involved in any way, shape or form. That's what I'm sensing here. Yeah, when I'm looking at Death in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse, it's interesting because I'm picking that up as I hate to say this, but this is what's coming into my mind here from Spirit, and this is not for every one of you, but it will be for a select few. This is like something which brings new life where you thought that perhaps you would be alone for the rest of your life, or where you thought that you would be single for the rest of your life, or that you weren't going to find that partner. So it's like that. It's like that delay, if you will, delay of something which feels extreme. Whatever that means to you. I'm going to see what you don't like about this connection. We've got the Four of Cups in the reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Cups. My goodness, okay. Well, again, it's about this contract, right? This something that is it's coming from that watery place, that emotional place. I'm getting extremes, but I don't think it's you. I feel it's the extremes from someone else. Extreme emotions. Yeah, so that's the energy that I was picking up there, of you needing to remain higher than what someone else is acting. Because I feel like there's somebody coming around you, or maybe more than one person, who's acting very emotional, very watery type of person, and it's very intense. I get a lot of intensity around this individual, like almost like a desperation. So yeah, you don't like that. You don't like the extreme emotion. You know, you are someone here, Sagittarius, is coming up as perhaps a little bit on the cooler aspect. Let's just say the cooler aspect of Sagittarius, meaning you are someone here who is not really coming across as that warm and fuzzy. Okay, so there's a real need here to, when we look at judgment, make it from that place. Don't let someone being very emotional sway you, is what this is saying. Spirit guide is saying make sure you're making the best choice for you that's going to mean your happiness. And just because somebody else is coming to you with saying, look, you're making me happy, I want to be with you, or I want to join forces with you in a business because that's going to make me happy. If you don't feel it, take a pause, think things through, because this is a very important choice that I'm picking up around you here, Sagittarius, whether it's business or love. So let's go into this more in the extended, guys. I hope that you join me for the extended. What I'll be doing is we'll look at the other person and their feelings towards you, what they want out of this. And we'll also look at a potential outcome. I'll also look at some oracles as well for guidance for the future energy around this. So please do join me if this is resonating, Sagittarius. The link is down below in the descriptions box, and that will be available on the Vimeo channel. Guys, don't forget, to check out my new channel subscriptions, you can click on the join button below or look in the box for more information. I've got a couple of different tiers at the moment. You can join me in the supporter level and become a member of my Gypsy Insights team, or you can go up to the $4.99 level to get some perks. You get early access to all of my YouTube readings, including the He Said, She Said readings. Not only that, but you'll also get all of the signs at the same time, so no waiting. So please do check those out if you haven't already, and consider joining my team. I'd love to have you on board. Please do like and share and subscribe if you're a newcomer. I'd love to have you. Don't forget about the personal readings as well, gypsyinsights@gmail.com for more info, or you can look in the box below for contact there as well. Wishing you the best with this, Sagittarius. It looks good. It seems like you seem to be in your element here. You're stepping out. You're enjoying being who you are. Need to communicate clearly when it comes to your work as well as interpersonal relationships. And it seems like you're going to have a major choice here to join forces with someone, either in a love situation or business related. Wishing you the best, Sagittarius. I'll see you in part 2, or I'll speak to you again very soon. Take care. Thanks for watching.